Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of Weird Wednesday from your friends at baloneybrain.com. I'm, of course, John House, fresh back from vacation, and joining me via Skype is Daryl House, or Suburban Hobo. How you doing, Daryl?
VACATION in the summertime. Welcome back, John. Glad I'm back. I'm great. I've had a wonderful night.
I had no internet, no phone. It was awesome. One of the greatest vacations of my life.
Well, I'll tell you what. My buddy Spider McCluskey and I went to see A Million Ways to Die in the West today. Horrible, terrible movie. Pretty funny.
I love those.
Stupid, juvenile, oh my God. Dumb, but pretty funny. Well, we enjoyed it.
Are you going to open a mustachery?
I'm not certain. You know what? I didn't know this whole cast. Doogie's in it. What's his name? Doogie Howser.
He's great at singing and dancing.
Yeah. Well, didn't he just win a Tony Award? Did he win for the Mysterious Itcherson?
Yeah, and he's done some other stuff on the internet that is available on YouTube only. That's really funny.
Yeah, I always kind of he was a pretty funny guy, and he's a. Hey, listen, let's get to business here. I got some funny stuff of my own here today. Did you hear about this is a Facebook story. I've been, fighting my typical battle with Facebook recently, but it's that repository for high school friends, college friends, people you wish you'd never met, and the dude who robbed you the other day. Police in Washington State say a woman was sitting at a ferry terminal with headphones on when a guy knocked her on the head from behind. He grabbed her iPod and personally took off. Police say the woman did not recognize the man, but the Associated Press reports that she saw a triangle tattoo on his neck. Well, lo and behold, the next day she received a friend request from, you guessed it, a guy with a triangle neck tattoo. So, 28-year-old Riley Allen Mullins, who police traced to the Facebook account and tattoo in question, has been charged with second-degree robbery. Moron.
Nice.
Yeah, idiot.
Well, see, I've got some dumb criminals of my own.
Love them.
Burglar in crotchless panties threw sex toys at woman. A 34-year-old male suspect wearing a wig, dress, and crotchless panties was apprehended on the roof of an Australian sex toy store early Saturday morning. He was on the ceiling, fell through the ceiling into the store. The store's female manager came when she heard the alarm, and the man started throwing an assortment of sex toys at her and then vaulted through the ceiling from whence he came. So police ended up catching up with him a short time later. His name hasn't been released yet, but the funniest thing about this is this isn't the only recent case of an alleged burglar crashing through the ceiling of a sex toy shop in Australia.
Well, you know what? I wonder what they arrested him for. Assault, you think?
Assault with a deadly weapon?
Well, I'm thinking assault is another man's flirtation.
I don't really know.
Catch this, honey. Well, listen, there's this acting family. I mean, there's families that are famous for all of it, and the Baldwins are one of those. So I have an Alec Baldwin story here today, and I'm a big fan of 30 Rock, mostly because of Tina Fey, but he's pretty funny. I mean, this whole family is just so stuff, and I think the younger they get, the worse they get. Alec, I think, is the coolest of them all. But today's entry in the annals of ill-advised ideas. Alec Baldwin, currently the subject of controversy over his recent use of at least one anti-gay slur, tried to diffuse the situation yesterday by jokingly pretending to be gay. At a tech conference in San Francisco, Baldwin expressed remorse over his comments, then asked a member of his team to stand up. I want you to be my lover, Matt, he said, according to the Associated Press. He said, I love you, Matt. I love you. He went on to clarify that he has never actually loved a man sexually.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, somebody like Chris Rock could get away with black jokes. I don't know that Alec Baldwin could ever get away with gay jokes.
Well, I thought this would be a great story. The Hershey Company has sued a Colorado marijuana edibles maker. This place makes they make peanut butter cups infused with marijuana and hash, and it's called instead of Hershey's, it's called Hashies.
Who hasn't made that?
It looks pretty similar to the Hershey's peanut butter cup logo on the thing, but the company's website says its products are diabetic safe and delicious and helpful with a variety of issues, including pain, headaches, and insomnia. However, Hershey is not amused by this, and they are saying that that they are loved by parents and children alike, and that that they've been trusted for more than years and years, and so they are seeking the other company to stop, and they're seeking damages as well. So
of course, yeah. Oh, you know why people love them, don't you? It's because they're 70% sugar.
So you won't be able to get your Hashies peanut butter cup.
Well, I'm thinking that who hasn't made those? Hey, how about that? I like this one also. Speaking of marijuana, deputies say that working on a roadside work crew by Fort Pierce. That's just about an hour and a half north of where I am here in Fort Lauderdale. He's a work crew. He's a criminal. He's on the road up there when someone driving a black Dodge Charger tossed him a small amount of marijuana beside the road. We have charged Perel Say with the felonies of resisting an officer with violence, evidence tampering, and smuggling contraband, and the misdemeanor of possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana. Deputies say they approached Say and ordered him to turn and face a nearby fence. As he did so, he reached into his pocket, took something out. Deputy Trevisol went to restrain Say, who apparently was trying to toss the item away. Instead, it hit the deputy. So Say said he didn't know who tossed the drugs, but said it's a Department of Corrections thing, meaning that someone previously in state custody tossed the item to someone currently in state custody. He admitted he was going to bring the contraband back to his confinement facility in Martin County, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think maybe it was. I'm not sure if somebody said, "Hey, let's get Bobby high," or if it was somebody that didn't like Bobby and threw something out there to get him in trouble, saying that the guards would see it, and maybe they shut him up.
Well, I don't know, but I've got one. This time the guy won't be charged, but I'm telling you, watching the video of this guy getting interviewed, he is absolutely bizarre. A 62-year-old man driving from Arizona to Michigan failed to tell authorities that his girlfriend died on the trip, so he put sunglasses on her like Weekend at Bernie's,
yeah,
and made the whole trip with his 92-year-old mother in the van because she wanted to get home. So, but they're not going to file charges against him. But they did say that it was bizarre judgment and behavior, but it wasn't criminal.
I thought that he said there was something about that his mother's health. That's why he was trying to rush home before she died. I thought I read that.
It doesn't say anything about that here. It just said that she wanted to get home, and he also feared for his arrest. I don't know why you'd fear for that when you're driving cross country with a corpse strapped in next to you with sunglasses on.
Chevy Chase, he put her on the roof, didn't he?
I think he should, like Weekend at Bernie's, he should have like rigged up her hands so that when he pulled a string, she waved.
You could take her to Early Bird, save some money there. Hey, well, listen, this has been another interesting afternoon for Weird Wednesday. Thanks for joining me, John. Folks, thanks for meeting us on Baloney Brain. Weird Wednesday, it's always good to see you. Take care, mon ami.
We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.